Happy Saturday everyone, welcome back. Please leave a like so this video is recommended to others and hit that subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos just like this.
If you've been looking for a reason to not come to Bali, this is it.
Damn. There's so many.
This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not exaggerating.
It's a good thing I don't even know where Bali is, so for sure I won't be going anytime soon. One spider's too many spiders, let alone thousands.
This is El Jefe, the only known wild jaguar in the United States. Just a lone 200-pound cat doing his thing in the mountains of Arizona. That is until 2017, when researchers photographed a second jaguar in the United States named Sombra. And they're both found in the same area, being the mountains of southern Arizona. They're both from Mexico, and they're the only two jaguars known to cross the border into the United States. Until just a couple weeks ago, when a third jaguar was photographed in southern Arizona. It was spotted on a trail cam in the Huachuca Mountains, and they have confirmed by the pattern on its fur that this is not El Jefe or Sombra. And according to researchers, these jaguars are thriving in the mountains of Arizona, just hunting deer and running the show. I don't know about the people in Arizona, but to me, this is awesome. Little by little, the jaguars are making a comeback in the United States. On the other end, you might want to be careful now if you're going hiking in the mountains of Arizona. And as always, follow for more facts.
Dang bro, that's kind of terrifying. 200 pounds? We got everything under the sun crossing illegally now. Dang boy, got some strong legs. Wow. I wonder if this guy has health insurance. He probably does. If he's taking risks, that's stupid, but I'm still impressed.
Animal facts that'll make you see the world a little differently. The only reason tigers are orange is because the animals on their grocery list are Helen Keller to the color. So if you're something like a deer, this is what the biggest cat in the world and a striped Uber to the afterlife looks like. Polar bears have black skin. The only reason they look white is because their fur is translucent and hollow. And with hollow hair, light bounces off of them and reflects enough to look like an aggressive piece of snowdrift. Flamingos are naturally pink. The color comes from the carotenoid pigments in the shrimp and algae they eat. If they didn't eat it, they'd look like an IKEA kitchen, just 50 shades of bland. And if you move like Bugs Bunny and start ODing on carrots, the same thing can happen to you, but instead of pink, you turn a shade of orange. If you think an orca's eyes are here, you've fallen for their trap card. It's actually right there. The giant white patches are false eyes to trick any prey that tries to fight back. That's just devious. This is a black bear. Let me explain. This is a black bear with a mutation called leucism that basically turns it into a shiny Pokemon. Matter of fact, all three of these are black bears, and I can't even be mad. I'm black and I'm proud, but I'm black and I'm brown, at least according to Crayola. Bulls hating the color red is a myth. Mostly because bulls can't even see the color red, but chickens do, and because their instinct is to attack the color red, you're more likely to get pressed by a pack of poultry if you cosplay as the Kool-Aid Man. The more you know.
So the tiger is basically invisible? That is terrifying. The only one that I actually knew was the orca one, but who doesn't know that, right?
Don't you dare ever use a massage gun on your neck, because it can actually stop the blood flow from going to your brain.
It's absolutely true. This is what you got to understand. If you're massaging your neck, you got to make sure you avoid the anterior area here. And the reason for that is that you don't have much muscle in this area. You have a sternocleidomastoid, which is the muscle here, but then you have vessels such as the vein and the carotid artery. And what could happen with someone who has a high velocity, massage gun, it could cause dissection, meaning the artery walls could dissect or rupture, and that could lead to a stroke. And I've seen strokes before in patients who have high velocity manipulation of their neck. And that's why it's important to avoid massaging the interior neck, because that could lead to a carotid dissection, that could lead to a stroke. And you probably heard of chiropractors essentially being sued because of high velocity manipulation in the neck area because they caused someone to have a stroke. This is almost the same idea. Causing any type of manipulation in the area where you have important structures is very dangerous and you should avoid. So this is what I would recommend. If you want to massage your neck, it's important to massage the back. Obviously you have muscles, the trapezoid muscles in the back, your shoulder muscles, those are fine to massage with a massage gun, but make sure you don't apply too excessive force. Make sure you use a light mode to prevent any injury there.
Why are we so fragile? Speaking of chiropractors, man, if you look up how chiropractors started, it's really crazy. You'll find some pseudoscience stuff that's way out there. I've probably mentioned that before. Maybe I forgot. I don't know. I'm kind of stupid. Okay. So apparently any large animal can enter your house, including bears and deer. That boy kicked the door open like he was looking for someone specifically. Somebody probably owes that bear money.
If you're wondering what it sounds like being out here, listen to this. You would have thought it would be completely silent, but it's not.
Why is that so unsettling? That's weird. Fun fact. Windmills can mess up whales' sonar and beach them on shores. What? Is that true? It has 27,000 likes. It might be true. That's messed up. Oh, wow. That's pretty amazing. So that's what it's like to be a squirrel. That's pretty cool, man. It's big enough to live in.
You know why grocery stores are designed so that the only way to reach the exit is by awkwardly walking through the checkout lanes? Well, it's to discourage you from leaving without buying anything. Grocery stores will also place the produce section right at the entrance so that you'll grab the fruits and vegetables first and then hopefully feel less guilty about grabbing junk food later on. Another way that they get you to spend more money is by arranging the cereal aisle so that the sugary cereals are like at a child's eye level, so they're more likely to grab one, while the healthier options are way up top. You might have also noticed that essential items like milk and eggs are deliberately placed all the way in the back of the store so that you're forced to walk through other aisles to get to them. And they make sure to fill the ends of the aisles with a lot of unhealthy options like snacks and sodas to make sure that you come across them while on your way to the essential items. They're also very much aware that these tactics become less effective after you visit the store a few times and get a better sense of where everything is, so they'll regularly move the products to different aisles to disorient you. Some grocery stores like Whole Foods have doubled the size of their shopping carts over the last decade because a study found that doubling the size results in a 40% increase in sales.
I always eat before going to the grocery store, that way I don't buy any junk food, but sometimes the little tricks can work. That part is super annoying when they start moving aisles around, and then I have to relearn the store again. Ever wonder why your luggage gets messed up at the airport?
Punch! Punch! Wacko!
What, dude?
A few more, here's the big one.
Ooh. And you know that those crack, man. Those crack super easily. They should call it the Luggage Cracker 2000. I want to know who invented this thing. How did you convince them to give you money for that?
Something is about to happen in America that hasn't happened in 221 years. Experts are now predicting that billions of insects will burst from out of the ground and cover roads, trees, and sidewalks in an event that hasn't happened since 1803. Guess we'll find that. Now, the insects in question are cicadas, which have red eyes, are pretty large, and are known for their unique screaming sound. Now granted, cicadas appear every year, but this year's bloody biblical level awakening will not see just one, but two broods coming up at the same time. And why it's so rare is that one of them comes up every 13 years, and the other every 17. So for them to link up and tag team the US at the same time, it sounds like frickin' Moses is in town. These are gonna be the states worst affected, so get your flamethrowers ready. And they're predicted to emerge in May and June. So the question is, billions of cicadas, or double it and give it to Canada?
Well, there you go. At least you know now. Don't let TikTok fool you into thinking it's the end of the world when this happens. You already know there's gonna be a million TikToks telling you it's the end of times. mega food stash was piled 20 feet high and 700 pounds worth of acorns. You should have just left it in the wall at that point. It probably would have made a good insulation, dude.
There's something really strange going on with this sky. In the past couple of months, several videos have been popping up of what's supposed to be this mysterious substance that's been falling together with the rain or snow. I'm going to show you guys a couple of videos so you have an idea of what I'm talking about. Check this out. This is the first video.
So I was cleaning off this car and I saw these crazy little rainbows. And I was like, what are those rainbows coming from? What? Come here, look at this. Where are these rainbows coming from? What is in the snow that's causing the oily rainbow?
Loads of people suggested that this is actually an oily substance that was already in his windshield, so he tested in another car.
Okay, different car. Gotta test the theory. What makes it do that?
Now, this isn't the first time something like this happens. Actually, it's been happening all over the US and also other countries like Mexico.
Acaba de llover en Mazatlán, Sinaloa, en la Gutiérrez Pájara. Entiendo la inundación, entiendo lo mojado, pero la espuma como por qué. Está lleno de espuma en la calle. Está bien raro este asunto. Y ahí viene.
In 2023, it happened in West Virginia and Maryland.
What the?
It was all over the news. In Malaga, Spain.
Esto es granizo porque esto tiene pinta. Es de gelatina. Mira, o sea, esto es granizo. Que tengo todo el coche igual.
Some people believe that this has to do with some sort of artificial weather control system.
I have to tape this. It's not raining out here, but it was. It's raining out back. How is it raining in the backyard but not the front yard?
You can't make oil bind to snow clouds, can you? I don't know if that's even possible, right? That one, he might have actually just had something on his windshield. The lady in the last video has never seen the edge of the rain. If you know the rules of reality, the cameraman can never die. They don't live by the same rules as the rest of us. Why would you actually want that as a pet? You probably have to close your door when you go to bed. There's no way you're sleeping with your door open.
A husky recently ended up saving an entire neighborhood block after he would not stop digging holes in his yard. Kobe the husky lives in Philadelphia and he's never been all that much of a digger, so his human Chanel thought it was a little bit strange when he suddenly picked up the habit last month. And it wasn't just a little digging here and there. Kobe was digging non-stop, constantly asking to go out just to go to the same spot and keep making his hole by the sidewalk bigger. But instead of becoming frustrated by the new behavior, Chanel recognized that it was out of character and trusted her intuition that Kobe was trying to tell her something. She inspected the hole and she didn't see anything, but she did have a gas detection device on hand because of a prior gas leak that she'd had repaired. So she used the device on the hole and it immediately detected gas, and a lot of it. When a crew came out to fix the problem, they told her that if it hadn't been detected now, it would have started to leak into all the houses on the block. They said that if that happened, it not only could have caused serious health issues for her and all of her neighbors, but also that something as simple as a light switch could have caused an explosion. The crew worked for 3 days straight to fix the problem, and in the process, they ended up finding and repairing 3 other main gas leaks in the area caused by aging pipes. Now, thanks to Kobe's determination and Chanel's intuition, the whole neighborhood block is now safe from a potentially disastrous situation. I'm Jen, and I post something positive every day.
They need to make that dog head of neighborhood watch. He literally saved everyone's life. That dog better be pampered till his last day on earth.
Downright creepy things that have happened in Michigan. Coming in at number 1, we have the actual that inspired the movie Jeepers Creepers. A husband and wife are passing by this abandoned schoolhouse when they notice a green truck, as well as a man carrying what looks to be a blood-soaked sheet with a body inside it. Well, just a few miles later, this truck is now barreling up behind them, and it would follow them menacingly for a good few miles before turning off. It was at this time they decided to go back and get his license plate, and when they passed by him one more time, he is now changing the plates, and there is a substantial amount of within the vehicle. This man's name was Dennis DePue, and he had just recently murdered his ex-wife in front of his own children. Next, we have a woman from Detroit who would poison 14 customers as a result of being demoted at work. You see, what happened was when her job title changed from cook to dishwasher, she took it upon herself to start placing arsenic in the biscuits. And even though there was a substantial amount of evidence linking her to this crime, she was able to get off on all charges. This woman's name was Rose Barron, and several members of her own family would die under mysterious circumstances just a year prior.
I did not know Jeepers Creepers was based on a real person. It's time to rewatch that movie with new knowledge. It's been a while.
Tell me that ain't... Tell me... Oh. Mobile phone in 1938. A video phone in 1995.
No, not tripping out. Bruh.
Your camera's just crappy, man. That's all that was. The camera in the Mike Tyson video has been debunked. Somebody figured out that that was a camera or something.
And find out Prime Minister Man of the Punjab region is drinking water straight out of the Kali Bean River. If you don't know what that is, that's a holy river in India that's extremely polluted. Now, unfortunately for him, he decided to today and decides he wanted to prove to the public that his 22-year initiative to clean out this river is truly working. So how's he do that? He doesn't want to test it through labs? No, he raw dogs a full glass of it. The find out part came 2 days later when he was rushed to the emergency room with severe cramps and stomach pains. According to his people, was completely unrelated to him chugging that glass of water straight out of the river. Because luckily for them, the 22-year initiative to clean the river worked. His stomach was just weak, and it was something else completely unrelated. Not only do I give the guy credit for actually doing and following through with what he said he was going to do, but also, I mean, when you join any kind of survival group, Boy Scouts, whatever it may be, they teach you to do this, right? Find water. The first thing you do, you gotta find water. Drink it straight from the source. You don't gotta waste time boiling it or filtering it. Your stomach acid does that for you, right? Have a great day.
Ignore what he just said. Please do not do this. He was being sarcastic.
Please!
Oh, snap.
Go over there! Get it going! That thing's gonna blow up! Oh,
Oh my god, dude.
oh my god! Oh my god!
What is wrong with you?
Amy Jo, come inside. It's dangerous.
Yo, he straight panicked. That was too much happening in one video. There's one brain cell in this whole video and it belongs to the snow.
像人吗？全是人影，可是
一个人没有。我的天哪。
This car is detecting people and he's at a cemetery, dude. I saw a ghost on a bike. Better take that car back to the dealership. Ghost or not, there's something wrong with your car, dude.
Leave your bed like this in the morning. Your health will thank you for it. The reason why is even if you don't have a partner, you're never sleeping alone. That's because our beds contain millions of these dust mites which actually feast on human flesh overnight, and they survive because of the moisture. When we make our beds in the morning, it actually helps them to live and reproduce so that they can then go on and multiply. You may not even know that you're allergic to them, but they can cause things like nasal congestion or annoying skin rashes that you didn't even realize were because of them. That's also the reason why you should change your bed sheets as often as possible, ideally every week, but at most every 2 weeks. So how do we starve these little buggers? See, they're surprisingly vulnerable to the air, and so just half an hour to 1 hour of leaving your bed unmade in the morning can release that moisture of you being in the bed overnight, your sweat being in the area, and kill them. Of course, it'll never be sterile, but nothing wrong with thinning these lines.
I feel like I'm just filling your guys' head with unnecessary information that you probably preferred not to know. So don't make the bed and also run the fan. That'll probably help get rid of these two. And change your bed sheets. Oh no. Oh man, that sucks. Dude, that is crazy. Oh, here he comes back. Oh my god. He wants to go further with it. Whoa, dude. It's time to remove that doggy door. If they didn't have a camera, they would be so confused. They'd probably be looking for a leak that doesn't exist. What the crap, dude? Yo, how did that even happen? What do you do when this happens to you? Do you just go home and go to sleep? This is probably the worst possible thing that could happen other than getting unalived. Waking up and finding yourself surrounded by alligators. Okay. Whoa, dude. Oh my god, look at all the eyes. Dude, that one to the right is massive. This is the stupidest video I've ever seen. There's no way they didn't know there was a bunch of alligators there. You literally set up camp right by the water. This is hella stupid, man. That's pretty crazy. A kung fu bear. Not a panda, because it's not a panda. But we got halfway there.
If this is outside your house, it's time to move.
Well guys, I can tell you right now, I would not be hanging out inside of my house if this was outside. This is a video that I got tagged in a very long time ago, and it recently resurfaced. It shows this guy recording a window, and we can see this dark colored object sitting outside. When he goes outside and we have a better view, we can see that this thing is absolutely massive, and it is moving forward slowly. If you guys guessed that this right here is the result of a volcano, then you're correct. The object that was touching this guy's house is known as a lava flow. There are a few different types of lava flows, but fortunately the one in the video that you guys saw is a slow-moving one known as block lava. Block lava is essentially just a bunch of volcanic rocks that are very sharp, sitting on top of a slow-moving flow, and it's a little bit cooler than other lava flows. Even though it's cooler than other lava flows, it's still not very cool. It can be around 700 degrees Fahrenheit, and it causes things to spontaneously combust when it touches them. This guy's house is definitely done for. He will not be living here anymore. So if this is outside of your house, you better make plans to move.
You would think the sight of lava at your window would make you evacuate immediately. How do you not see that lava coming to your house, especially as slow as it was moving?
The one alligator video I did not want to release ended up being the most watched video on all of my social media channels for 2023 with 54 million views in just 2 weeks. I was filling up the alligator pool and watering the fig when this happened. I only had the spray bottle between us, but I didn't want to initially release it because I didn't want the alligator police to think the bottle hurt her nose, which it didn't. Both alligators were just hungry. Or angry. Here's the extended version of me feeding them. Here's to more alligator videos in 2024. Happy New Year!
Bro sprays them with water like if they were cats. As if that does anything to them.
This guy's straight up living in the future. He's using a Quest 3 VR headset while fixing his car. He's got 3 different screens up virtually. Looks like he's got a YouTube tutorial, a text document, and then maybe another forum or another tutorial. He's able to move the screens virtually right above the car so that way he can easily look at the screen of the tutorial and then follow the instructions right in the car right there. Now, obviously this is just a demo, but this really gets the wheels turning in terms of what's going to be actually possible with AR and VR in the very, very near future. I personally don't have any VR anything yet, but stuff like this is making me super excited for it. What do you think? Is VR going to be the future? Is everyone going to be living like this? Let me know in the comments down below.
I could see them using the augmented reality stuff to guide you on what bolts and what parts you should take off next. You won't need mechanics anymore. Actually, you still will, but it'll make their jobs easier.
This boy literally made history just to prove his teacher wrong. In 1958, a 16-year-old in high school named Robert Heft was given an assignment to create a project on any historical topic. But although he put a ton more effort into his project than any of the other students, his teacher still gave him a horrible grade. You see, even though all of the other students were doing really ordinary ideas, Robert literally decided to redesign the American flag. There were rumors at the time that Alaska and Hawaii would soon become states, so he wanted to imagine what a new flag would look like with 50 stars instead. In total, he ended up spending more than 12 hours sewing his flag's design by hand. But when Robert handed his project in, his teacher simply told him it lacked originality. She basically called him dumb for having too many stars on his flag and not even knowing how many states the US had. So she gave Robert a B-, even though she had given A's to projects that had very clearly taken much less effort. When Robert complained to his teacher, she simply told him that if he could get the president to accept his design, she'd bump his grade. Obviously, she just did this to be mean and figured there was no way Robert would actually try. But unfortunately, Robert actually did. After calling the White House 11 different times, Robert's flag was selected to be the new official flag of the US. It still is to this day, and his teacher did eventually give him that A+.
Is that being petty on a whole new level? I don't want to call that petty. Dude literally made history. The teacher was being petty, for sure.
Bro, you can record me all you want. I was trying to run away. I was running away from the police. I'm not from around here. Bro. Record me all you want, bro. I don't care. Record me, bro. Record me. Record me. Yeah, I took that off. Yeah, I did. I took that off.
Alright, so...
Okay, go ahead. Question me. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No. So, what are we doing here? Can I get in my car and
get you can get in your car. Huh? You can what?
Can I get out of here?
Yeah. What, you think I'm gonna like try to attack you or something? I'm not gonna try to attack you.
Well then...
I got nothing to, I don't got no reason to...
What is happening here, dude? This dude was stealing his car? He's sitting arguing with the guy that's stealing his car. Damn, bro. Those tweakers. He almost looked offended. Nighttime water truce. It is a truce. No one's attacking each other. Except for the skunk. He's being kind of a jerk. Damn, that bear came out of nowhere. He scared the rest of them off. Damn, that little skunk was being kind of a jerk, huh? Well guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome and I appreciate you. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.